Howdy, welcome to the first episode of Antiques at My House. I'm Ariana and I will be your host for this show. Literally, I will be finding things that I have in my house or maybe things that I find at a thrift store, antique store later. I will be showing them to you, describing them, maybe even telling a short story or two about them. Together, we'll do a little bit of research, try to figure out how much it might be worth online. And then at the end of the show, I will be assigning a valuation for the item. On occasion, I'll be spotlighting a location, maybe somewhere that I found an item in the past, or maybe I'll just share a little bit more history about the specific item that I'm valuing. If you have any ideas for places that you think I should check out or go see, or somewhere that you'd like me to spotlight, or something that you'd like me to dive a little bit deeper into as far as history goes, be sure to let me know that in the comments or send me an email, reach out to me on social, or any of those different ways you can do that nowadays. Also, if you have cool antiques or items in your house, I would love to see them. And maybe I will spotlight it on the show. And then maybe I'll even give a value to it or assign a value to it. In this first episode, we're going to be taking a look at this cuckoo clock. I'm really excited to look inside. I'm really excited to share what I found about it and then share a little bit of stories about it. So let's do it. So today I'd like to show you this German cuckoo clock. It's something that I've had for a really long time. I like to hang it up in every house that I've lived in since I've gotten it. I just think it's really cool. I think it looks really neat. I wasn't sure of the history behind it, so I actually called my mom and asked her. And she told me that it's something that her and my dad purchased when they were in Germany. She said that she doesn't think that it's really that old, but I think at this point at least has to be probably 20 years old. She didn't really remember where they got it from exactly, but on the front of it here, it actually does have a little thing that says W Germany, which I'm assuming means West Germany. So this was either in my mom's closet for a really long time or possibly in a storage unit that my dad had that had a lot of his items in it, a lot of things that he's collected over his life. He had a lot of different antiques, a lot of stuff from his parents, grandparents, etc. I'm excited to show you all the things that I've found from that storage unit. So I thought this was really neat. Like I said, it's been hung up in my house. I don't know how it works. I've never actually turned it on. I've never actually tried to get it to work. Maybe one day I will, but today is definitely not that day. It's not what this show is about. I just want to show you how cool it is and try to see if we can find it online. I also feel like I would be very annoyed by the sound that it makes. Also, my animals might go crazy and I would be annoyed by that. I'm also worried that they would start messing with things on it because it does have this very, very, very long chain. I feel like the cat would definitely start whacking at that. It does have these very heavy pine cone looking weights. And then it also has this little thing that I don't know if it's a weight or just another extra little thing, but I always just kind of hook it on here and let it hang down. And then I usually end up actually wrapping the weights so they don't hang so much. So to me, it seems like it could be pretty old, but it also could be, I don't know, from the 90s or something. Maybe even before that, maybe the 80s. I'm not really sure. I should have asked my mom when they were in Germany. That would have probably helped me out a lot. It is a little dusty, so I'm going to quickly give it a little dusting, make it a little prettier. I'm just kidding. I didn't really actually dust it because I actually really don't care if it's dusty. I wanted to show a little bit more about the details of this clock because it is a pretty cool clock. It looks like a little cottage. It's cute. It has a little balcony. It has this floral arrangement on the balcony. It has a clock face. Pretty typical of a cuckoo clock. It also has this little door that opens up and a little birdie comes out. It's a little blue birdie. It's really cute. But yeah, you only see that when you open the door. We have these nice little windows down here. The shutters don't move or open or anything like that, but they are painted inside. We have two little people down here. We have a little lady. She's either holding a giant pepper or it's an umbrella. I don't know. And then we have this guy over here who's jamming out on an accordion. Looks like he's having a great time. He's sitting on a wood stump. Pretty classic cuckoo clock. So let's go ahead and do a little research and see what this actually might be worth online. right, so I did some research and I even opened up the clock to check out what was inside. It looks pretty cool inside. There's this funny little sticker that says pull out. I was hoping to find like a label with the brand or maker on it, but didn't get that lucky. But hey, you get to see this cool spiral thingy that is, I think, what makes the sound when this little hammer bangs on it. That's what makes like the cuckoo clock sound. I also did do a little digging on the history of cuckoo clocks, and they've been around for many, many centuries, and they're very popularly known as being created in West Germany, which explains the W Germany on the front of this one, and by farmers near the Black Forest who used wood from that forest to craft them. I think what we're looking at with this clock is that it's like a chalet style cuckoo clock, which means it's adorned with things that would be popular in the culture in which it was created. So that might be why we see this woman with a basket of apples on her head. So most cuckoo clocks use mechanical stuff inside the clock and these weights to measure time, and then do its little bird dance, like the little dirt. Little dirt. Nonetheless, it's a great piece, and I really love the look of it. The other ones that I found that were similar were like vintage 1960s, selling for a few $100s. But I really don't think that this one's that old. Those other ones actually had more details on them, more things painted on them. Maybe this one was unfinished. I doubt it. I'm kind of thinking that this one was a recreation of some of those older vintage ones, like from the 60s. Okay, so now that we've done our research, I feel like I'm ready to give my valuation of this cuckoo clock. It seems like these can go for a pretty penny, like ranging from like a few $100s to like thousands of dollars for different types, whether they're new, used, etc. I'm sure like the mechanics of it plays a big role too, if it works, and I have no idea if it works. And since I did find some that are similar, that helped a lot with my valuation. But this is very important to me. This clock is holds like a place in my heart near and dear. So I would give it a valuation of around $6,500 to $8,000. I'm definitely not going to sell it. Thanks so much for watching and making it far into this video. Let me know what you think about the clock. Do you think it's cool? Would you hang it in your house? Like, where would you put it? Let me know if you agree with my valuation. Definitely down to argue about that. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you feel like doing that. There will be lots more videos in the future, lots more items. I'll be doing giveaways, having some guests or guest stars or like new characters on the show. So definitely stick around to see all of that. Don't forget to send me photos of cool stuff that you have, and I hope you have a cuckoo day.